Hey everyone, so today this video is going to be about Kassadin and a game I had on him recently where I got really fed. And I kind of just want to walk through my thought process. So, right here, this isn't too important. This is just an early laning phase where Shaco kind of plays for me, and I really just play really passive until level 6. So I'll skip back a little bit and I'll show you guys the thought process. So she has no mana, she's been wasting all her abilities since I've been posturing behind the wave. She ganked here, didn't really do anything, but... So now that I see that she has no mana, whenever I can, I'm going to walk up and just QE her off cooldown. Which I do right here. Boop. And then I back off. On Kassadin in early game, there's no such thing as an extended trade. All you're doing is really short trades from range where you can kind of hit him and run away. And in some matchups, that's not really possible. But thankfully with this one it is. So here, there's not much we can do here. I'll skip ahead a little bit. So let's see how she got so low. So she roams bot with a terrible timer. I think she secured dragon. Yeah, they secured dragon, which I guess is fine. Then she roams bot though, and she sacks an entire mid wave here. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, as soon as I see her here, I do a little trade here, and this is perfect. Now her HP bar is just crippled, and she can't play the lane. If she stays, she dies. So let's see what she does here. So she just used... Okay, I'm going to pause right here. This is really important. So she used her 2 key abilities on the wave. This opening now gives me the advantage to trade. If she postures like she is now, though, it's fine. As soon as she walks up anywhere closer to me, she's in the danger zone. Yep, right there. Boop. Now she's dead. So that's pretty fundamental. If you waste your abilities on the wave, where you have no defensive option, you're opening yourself up to die now. Do a little bit of trading into Shyvana. Now I get the free wave push. I'm shocked she goes grubs off though. Now we get a free reset. Perfect. Perfect start. Good farm. Got a free kill. Now we're resetting off of a really good timer. The max amount of teleports before lane, by the time you get to lane, is 3. You don't want to teleport any more than that, else you're draining all your mana. So here she takes grubs. I think that's pretty risky. I guess maybe she knew Shaco was bot side, so she figured she can get it for free. I did trade into her and get her to like half HP, but the jungle sustain is just so stupid now. So can really just survive by hitting stuff.
I told you to stand back.
So let's see. Okay, she uses everything on the wave again. Now she misses this. Maybe she's posturing because she's going to assume Shyvana's going to gank. Let's see if she gets level 6 off this scope. She does. Okay. I still ult onto her anyway. That's still a mistake, though. The right play here for Talia was to sit back, cue the wave, play safe, wait for Shyvana to come, and maybe try and land an EW combo once Shyvana's in this bush. As soon as she does this, she just ends the entire lane. I can trade back into her. Yep, perfect. By me. It's good. Now Shyvana comes. What happens here? This is doomed. But this is a great example of how not to play laning phase. If you're reliant on abilities to survive lane, like if you're a Syndra, if this was a Syndra, right? Let's see. So you cue the... As soon as a Syndra, like if she used her E on the wave, like the push ability, that's troll. Because now she doesn't have the push to push me away when I dive her. So the same thing would happen if it's something like a Syndra. Even if it's something like an Orianna, where if Orianna misses her main combo on me, completely whiffs it, and she overextends just a little bit, the same thing applies. So this is just basic tethering, and she really screwed that up. So Talia's trying to roam now. She sacrificed 1 for 1 bot lane to go fresh, which is whatever. I'm just staying mid now. Apparently my blade is gone, so I'm just using my fist. Oh. So now I'm farming great. Trying to just proc first strike as much as I can there, QEing. Now I look off my map, I see sets here. Thinking to myself, this is another free kill I can pick up. That's the importance of not being on lock screen. Great map awareness right there. There's always plays to make. You can look for anything. Let's see what happens here. Okay, we're in even state. Talia's low. I want to stay in lane because I can flash on top of her. I have my flash up. But I saw Shyvana's on vision. So I'm thinking to myself, you know what? Screw the mid wave. Let me just look for a play. I'm kind of fed right now. Let me push this lead. My team rotates. Free kill here. And now I can clean up whenever I want. I can walk around, pick anyone off I can. Got the final blow on that kill. I flashed her, but I got three kills here. So this is just basic Kassadin. I mean, that's not too much mechanically I can really explain there. But I think the early lane, most of the time, if they're not smurfing, people are kind of gonna make mistakes against Kassadin because they don't. If they have a bad pick like a mage here, it's pretty hard for them to shut you down, especially if they play terribly and they don't tether right. So, yeah, I think so far this is pretty by the books of them not really being able to punish me here, and I'm kind of just playing my own game. I'm 6-0. I bought Medjai's. If I start building this up, the game is over. She really wants grubs. Grubs are really bad. They're not worth sacking lives over. They're not like game winning or anything like that. So they're really just a nice commodity before your Herald. Right here I can fight. Shyvana and what's it called? Talia never beat me. If I have any sort of help, I will. Especially if I'm fed. As you see. The Malignant's power spike, you rush it every game no matter what. It's just too good. And I'm thinking to myself, you know, I'm fed, we have Urgot here, we can dive. I'm going to sacrifice my Urgot to tank the tower. As soon as I see that happen and Set baits some abilities out, I go in. So look, he ults perfect, now I go in. And I just burst him before he can even pop his W. Skip that a little bit here. See what happens to this dragon fight. So my team's taking it. Shyvana's obviously posturing for a steal. Trying to just catch the wave fast. That's the real Shaco. Fake Shaco staying. Okay, so that's a good Talia ult. They wall it off. I pick her off perfectly. And now Shyvana stole. Oh my god, the Set stole the dragons. So right here, I mean, I'm really just playing to clean up fights. This is really selfish by me. If I really wanted to play this, I could have played this a little differently if I was here, but I was late to the team fight. I would have maybe ulted over this wall and screwed with the Shyvana a little bit, and then ulted right back over.
Your final scene
but
begins.
I mean, it ended up working out fine. Let's see how this went wrong. So setting up. I mean, to be fair though, when you're playing a really selfish 1v9 champ, I would argue it's worth getting really fed and giving this objective, because like I'm only gonna get stronger from here. You know, I think I died once the entire game. Let's skip to where I died. So I'm really overexcited here. I'm just egoing for kills here. And I wasn't expecting Set to be this tanky. So what killed me there was the Set actually flashed in the middle of that. He flashed W mute. He wouldn't have hit it because I dodged it with my ult, but he actually flashed and hit me with it. So if he didn't do that, I would have killed Jhin and would have been fine. But it's fine. That was my only death. That was really ego there. But we'll skip ahead a little bit here. Play this back again. So my whole team's overextended mid. They're all missing. Talia ult. As soon as I see Talia ult, I'm like, okay, now I have to help. Now I have to help my team. So now this is kind of screwed. I have to try and back up. But Kog'Maw passive. As soon as I saw the Kog'Maw passive go off, though, I wanted to go in. Thankfully, I get out because my ult is just so stupid. With Malignance and a little bit of ability haste, you have like a 1.5 second cooldown ult. It's really dumb. So this is just the... I mean, I'm honestly kind of shocked how close this was. Let's see what item shit this set has. He has 1 item and no armor. Let's see how close this 1v1 is.
Play nice. Now for the finish. Wait.
A little close.
Really?
A little too close. I have 4 items and he has 1. That's a little sus, but I don't know why he's so tanky. But let's keep going. My E damage is nerfed, so maybe that's why. So my team's on Baron. Kassadin has terrible objective damage, and you're better off looking for picks the entire game, so I just figured I'll make sure I down. Blitz exhaust, perfect. I see Shyvana trying to mess with my team, so I'm like, I don't want to get stolen. But I'm just looking for more picks. This is very ego here, but I thankfully can just one-shot at ADC, so pretty balanced. I was really hoping Talia wouldn't ult for this. But to be fair, though, if I land W and refund my mana, I could probably just one-shot her. So that wasn't too big of a deal here. So now we have Baron. Let's skip ahead and see what happens here. Just looking for picks. Kassadin can't ARAM, so you gotta play for your strength. I'm looking for picks here. Just one-shot her. And now I'm thinking I can just flash combo these guys and they're dead if I play it. Perfect. Way too overextended. Kassadin, okay. Somebody like Kassadin, somebody like Talon, somebody like Blue Kayn. Their job in the late game, mid to late game, is to punish anyone that overextends. And what they can do is punish people in the side lanes. That's a huge thing they can do. They can come through the shadows like I just did there, burst you, and then leave like in the matter of like 5 seconds. So this is a big thing about playing for strengths, and that's what I just did here. That's perfect. So let's keep playing and see what happens. How does the game end? Wait, I think I know what happens. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up here because they just literally sit in their Nexus, I'm pretty sure, and just let me win. So, but yeah, I just want to pause this video. Things you want to think about for the early game. You're playing safe. If you can do a little bit of limit testing and see how the matchup works. If you can QE from range and try and whittle them down. But your intent isn't to kill. Your intent is to just get them low so that maybe you can play a little bit more, that you have a little bit of less pressure on your back, and also maybe allow your jungler to gank. Because if you can get your jungler to help you, it's going to help you out a lot. It's going to definitely help you get ahead. 2, once you get Malignance, you can look to play a little more aggressive. Malignance level 6, level 11 is pretty strong. You want to always look for the back line. You never want to front to back with Kassadin. It's terrible. You want to look for flanks like I did this game. Some of the dragon plays, and I would kill Talia, then I would go around, kill the ADC while the team was just kind of mosh pitting around. That's what you want to do in team fights. And then 3, the way you punish late game is anyone that overextends in the side lanes, you look to sweep them off. That's why you always buy sweepers, look for vision. If you see Shyvana set topside killing 2 people on your team, look below, see if you can catch them by in a side lane. You can one-shot them. So yeah, those are some great tips I think that will definitely improve not only Kassadin gameplay, but scalar gameplay and scalar macro, as well as how to play assassin macro towards the mid to late game. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you.